Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Morning Live Show. The live show's podcast and meta content is brought to you every week by these loyal sponsors. McGraw-Webb Chevrolet on the bypass in Camden, Alabama, serving their customers for 30 years. Join the McGraw-Webb Chevy family today. Tucker ATV, Jackson, Alabama, your local servicing Polaris Hustler Echo dealer with an international reputation. CT Ward Power Sports in Camden, Alabama. XL Godfrey Hurricane Boats powered by Mercury and Yamaha engines. Your water skiing gear headquarters on Lake Millers Ferry. Safford Trading Company and Safford Equipment under the tower in Safford, Alabama. Home of your residential and commercial lawn care bundle bear. Wildlife Management Solutions in Eutaw, Alabama. Let the guys at WMS select the right seed and blends for your soil type. South Alabama Kubota and Reynolds on the Strip in Monroeville, Alabama. Kubota and Skag Zero Turns, the right Kubota tractor for the right price. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoor sponsors and enjoy the show. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Gettin Outdoors live show. It is Friday morning, September the 16th. We are live from the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center with my special co-host, Miss Jen Tait. It is 66 degrees outside, sunny with the east winds 2 miles an hour. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We got a good crowd, Jen, already this morning.
We do.
Let's see what we got going on. Let's go over a few events we got going on this weekend down, and y'all might have heard the old river legend himself, Hunter Sullivan, was on the show with us Wednesday night, and he's got a crappie tournament down at Mount Vernon Landing in the morning, $100 entry fee. That includes a lunker, safe light to 2 o'clock, and he is really doing a lot of stuff down there at the Mount Vernon Landing. That's down there where the Alabama meets the Tom Bigby and forms the Mobile River. And he's putting on a lot of outdoor events down. If you're down that way, y'all support him. And of course, tomorrow we're going to talk about this in detail here in a minute. The WoodmenLife Kids Fishing Rodeo. How many we got signed up, Jen?
37.
37. This little teepee is going to be full. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Next weekend, prior to the South Elites Tour, will be. No, that's not next weekend. Yeah, next weekend, the 24th. At Bridgeport City Landing, and then next weekend in Demopolis, Alabama at the New City Landing, Marshall Huey will be bringing his Alabama Catfish Series, and I want to show y'all this. This is the second time Marshall made the cover of Catfish Now magazine, and I guess we're going to have to start standing in line and getting his autograph at these Alabama Catfish tournaments. And he will be in Demopolis next weekend. Congratulations, Marshall. That's a pretty darn good picture right there. All right, let's see what else. That's all I've got scheduled in September. Then let's go on. Let's go over October the 15th will be Depot Day in Pineapple, Alabama. And then
Pine Hill,
Alabama. I got a pineapple coming up. The Wildlife Game Cook-Off in Selma will be on October the 20th. You need to go ahead and get your cook team ready. That's going to be a big, big event. And then the Extreme Bass Challenge will be in Bridgeport City Landing on October. October is going to be a full month for fishing tournaments, because October the 29th, the Selma Area Food Bank. Doesn't WoodmenLife get involved with that?
We work with the Selma Food Bank.
Yeah, so y'all will be there. That's always a great tournament. Tournament director Jeb Harrison and his daddy Jeff put that thing on, and it is something else. And then I talked with David Skipper yesterday about the AWF Southwest Alabama Chapter Wild Game Cook-Off in Grove Hill, Alabama. The Pig Brig man will be back. He's going to be bringing to give away auction off a pig brig. And we're also going to have the Alabama Hawking Association will have their birds there too. And we're trying to get some more stuff there at the Alabama Wildlife Federation Southwest Chapter Wild Game Cook-Off. So Get your cook teams ready. Get your cook teams ready. And that's all I got. Boy, we got a good crowd on here. Good morning, Wayne Edgeworth. Freddie over in Meridian, Mississippi. Mr. Harry Pardon over there in Choctaw County. Lou Cobb's tuned in. Tommy D up in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Tommy D got some wild turkeys in his backyard. He sent me a picture of. Old Thunder's tuned in. B-Dog. Miss Tina and Millers Ferry. Donnie Littleton, how you doing? My cousin, old Jim Andrews, is tuned in. Grandma Karen out in California. Ed and Joy Davis are tuned in, Jen.
Of course they
looking
are.
at their pretty little daughter. Ryan Gunn, Team Fishmasters tuned in. Y'all might have saw those jigs I posted this morning that he sent me. Leon Andrews, Rusty Godbold, Larry and Debbie Abernathy, Noonan Hall, William Malone. Appreciate everybody tuning in. And we got a lot to talk about. Let me get this off the screen. We got a lot to talk about today. Starting off, let's start off with the kids' youth fishing rodeo. Jen, who developed this? Did you just wake up one morning and say, hey, let's do a kids' fishing rodeo?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of did happen like that. When I first started with Woodman, Ashley and I threw around the idea. I think she's wanted to for a while, and there hadn't been a rep. And so we kind of both just wanted to do it, and we just made it happen. So Woodman's all about the community and bringing the community together by bringing families together. And so this idea fits perfectly with this fishing rodeo. So we're doing it for the kids and families.
And I can't tell you how many of these events I have been involved with in my 40 years of promoting not only rodeos, but hunting events. And I know how much work it is. It's a lot of work, but now tomorrow is the day. So let's start. All right, you've got your pre-registration already. 37 kids have signed up.
37. So we will have a registration table when you get there. So you can register, the morning of. So we have 37 already. You'll hit that registration table, and then we'll start fishing at 9:30.
Now the registration table will be at the pavilion.
Yes, and you won't miss it. I promise.
Yeah. And all right, now you bring your kids. You got to have a parent with your kids. You got to have a life jacket.
Yes.
You got to have your own fishing gear.
Yes.
And tell us what else going.
We're going to bring bait of various forms. That is not my department, but we're going to Lofton's, and we're going to have bait covered. If you want to bring a tackle box for, lures or whatever, I'm not good at all this, but if you want to bring a tackle box with all your stuff, you're welcome to, but we will have bait. And so life jacket, fishing pole, chair, and a bucket. That's really all you need to bring. And we're going to have some food, water, snow cones, popcorn. You won't be bored, I promise.
Now the registration starts at what time?
At 9
o'clock.
And then at 9:30, we're kicking off the fishing.
We're going to start fishing at 9:30. But once you register, you can go on down to the pier, I guess, and start fishing. We're going to fish on the T-pier. And you're going to fish how long?
9:30 to 11:30 is what we're aiming for. Now, You ain't
going to keep them chilling down there 2 hours unless it's fishing biting. So they'll be running around everywhere. It don't matter. That's what it's all about.
That is. So, we're going off most fish caught. So, if they're done fishing for the day, we're going to kind of judge that. So if we need to end at 11, we will. We're just going to play that part by ear because this is our first rodeo.
Yeah, so. It's the first time, and we're going to have a good time. And I do invite everybody, even if you don't have a youth, come down there and watch these kids and visit Rollo Cooper State Park, because there's so many people, Jen, that live in our area that have not been down there and see what a great job Miss June and Mr. Cliff and all the staff down there do at Rolling Cooper State Park. Just a phenomenal place.
I know. John Locke already wants to rent a cabin. We live 10 miles down, but it's worth it. So I think we're going to do it.
All right. There's going to be prizes and trophies. And for more information, Jen, let me put your number up there because I know last week, I know you got some calls.
I've gotten... every day. It's kind of exploded since last Friday.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad thing.
That's Jen's number up there, and it's just going to be a great time. Now, I do want to tell you, I am going fishing in the morning. I'm not going to make it to the land, but I am put my drone in the boat. And about 9:30, I'm gonna pull up there in my boat and do some drone shots and all. So, I won't be at the actual pavilion, but I will be. Hopefully, I might be limited out by 9 o'clock in the morning. But that is it. WoodmenLife Fishing Rodeo in the morning, youth fishing rodeo. This is a very exciting event. I'm excited for y'all because I think this is going to turn into something really, really big. You know, the Corps of Engineers used to do one in June, and they would bring a bunch of catfish in the pond. We'd have 150, 200 kids show up. And
and they shared it to their page this week. So my dad said there's no telling how many kids are going to show up.
Well, that's all right. The more the merrier. We can't have too many, and everybody we got to remember to practice safety because those kids, a lot of them have never been around water, and this is not a fish pond we fishing at. This is the real deal. This is Lake Millers Ferry that everybody hears about. And so we've talked about the timeline, the registration, and the protocol. Bring your life jacket. Be sure to have your life jacket. And I don't know, but we better have a few extra life jackets in case somebody don't bring them.
I was going to ask if anybody feels obligated or has an extra hand. They're carrying the load to the car in the morning. If you got an extra life jacket, it would not hurt if you wanted to throw it in, because I know somebody's going to forget.
We definitely don't want those kids out there without life jackets on. We sure don't. And it's going to be, and the weather's going to be beautiful. We'll go over the community neighbor bank. We ain't gonna forget. Look at Ed. Why don't he come in here and just direct this show?
He's a little jealous. He wants to co-host.
We should have got him up in here. All right, well, Ed, since you mentioned it, let's go ahead and talk about that. These will be on sale if you ain't already sold out. Let me find. He's
got some ready. We're gonna have them at the fishing rodeo.
Yeah, and they are bluebird boxes.
Come buy some birdhouses for baby Piper.
But anyway, they are $25 a piece, $5 for $100. And let me tell y'all, you put them up. You need to get them up before. I put mine up in February because if you have a warm snap the last 2 weeks of February, those bluebird boxes, those bluebirds are going to start nesting, and they're so fun to watch. It's nothing prettier than a full colored bluebird and male and female feeding babies in a bluebird box. And so they are for sale, and Grady and John Locke are having for sale tomorrow at Roland Cooper State Park. And talk about where the proceeds are going.
The proceeds are for JC and Michelle. It's Kay Small's family. Kay is very dear to us. My dad works with her. I used to work with her, but my boys adore her. And so we're wanting to help them, just raise money to help with medical bills. Piper was born very early, and I think she was like 1.5 pounds when she was born, but she just had, last week was her 1 month birthday in the hospital. So they have been staying at the Ronald McDonald House in Mobile, which we were fortunate enough Woodman made a very good donation to them. And so we're just thankful that we have opportunities to help them. So this is for baby Piper and their family.
And I see what Kathy Phelps want to know if you would ship. She's in Birmingham. We'll get it to you in Birmingham. I guarantee you, Kathy. We'll get it up there if you want one.
Actually, Mom's going. So Mom's going soon. So
we'll get it up there to you. I promise you, that ain't no problem. I got a few announcements to make. I talked with Ken Clayton the other night, and I have some very disappointing news for all you guys that fish in the Thursday afternoon fruit jar tournaments at Bridgeport City Landing. They will not be anymore this year. Both dates, and you saw when Mr. Harry Pardon, who is one of the tournament directors, he just put this up there. He just had knee surgery, so he can't be there, and Ken's out of town for the next two ones. So the fruit jar tournaments have ended for 2022, and they'll start back next spring. So it was a great run. I appreciate Mr. Harry and Ken putting them on, and we will certainly let y'all know when we will when we'll get back to doing that. But it was a great season. If you have not already listened to the podcast this week, podcast number 184, where I sat down with the executive director of the Alabama Scenic River Trail, Mr. Andrew Szymanski, and the race director of the Alabama 650 paddle race. Great interview with what was his name, Greg Wingo, and they talk about paddling a canoe or a kayak all the way from North Alabama, Cherokee County to Fort Morgan, 650 miles of the most beautiful terrain you have ever seen. Can you imagine?
That's
Jen?
a lot of
That's
miles.
a long way. But
I bet it was gorgeous.
But they coming right through Wilcox County, and they will stop at the Millers Ferry campground, and they will be a place where the public can watch them. And I'll keep up with it on my Facebook page. The race starts in October the 1st, so they'll be down through him probably 4th or 5th, somewhere in there. That they'll be spread out. But I'll be keeping up with it on my Facebook page. You can also go to their website and keep up with it. The Silk Barge right now, as we speak, is sitting in the Selma City Marina. I did do a 9-minute video, if you have not seen it, of the cut in off the river into Roland Cooper State Park, and I think they did a wonderful job. You can go look at my video. I video it going through with my depth finder, where you can see how much silt they took out of that area, and I'm telling you, it is a bunch. They did a great job at the cut of Roland Cooper State Park. Oh, yeah, I wanted to mention this. If y'all hadn't already, this is something you can get your kids, Jen, after the tournament tomorrow. You can get Ed to take them and pull off a persimmon, and you can check the weather by cutting a persimmon seed open. Now, be careful cutting them things open, because they're hard to cut open, and you got to have a sharp knife. And what a lot of people do is stick them in a fork, in the middle of a fork, where it'll hold it, where you can split that seed. But, and let me tell you something else too, for all of you people that's got those ornamental persimmons, them big old Japanese persimmons, if you cut one of them open, that weather is going to be the weather in Japan. So if you want to know your weather in your area, you got to have a native persimmon, and there's plenty of them right now in your area. So go out in the woods, put your snake boots on, and get out there and pick you a couple of persimmons and take them back. I would do 6 of them, and if you get a spoon, that means you're gonna be shoveling snow all winter. If you get a knife, it's gonna be cold and windy and cut you like a knife. And if you get a fork, what does it say? If it's a fork, it's gonna be pleasant, mild winter with no snowy days. So be hoping for a fork. And if you see what the fork looks like, some people mistake the fork for a spoon. It's a spoon, but it's just got a notch in the top of it.
It almost looks like a spork.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what you want to look. And once again, make sure you use native persimmons. I know a lot of you got them big old Japanese persimmons and ornamental persimmons, and if you cut one of them open, you're going to find out what the weather is in Japan. So there you go.
Cracks me up. I love doing that, though. It's so fun.
Yeah. And here's another picture I got. I took that picture the other morning at day crack. That's one of my favorite pictures.
That is pretty.
That is pretty. That's 2 of my favorite things: sunrise and a Millers Ferry crappie. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah, I did want to show y'all this too. And I got this the other day. I never did find out where it was from. This is a trail camera, and that's a big old bobcat. But I blew it up, and it must be a female, because it looks like whole belly's hanging down, and it looks like she's got some babies. But that's a big old bobcat right there. I don't know where it was. One of my field correspondents sent it to me, and I sent him a message back to ask him where it was, and he never did reply. So hopefully Hopefully it was in Alabama. Good morning, Dick May. How you doing? Todd Prater, good morning. Are you coming to the event tomorrow? Todd Prater is the outdoor writer for the Selma Sun. And I hope.
So he's who shared it.
Huh?
We saw that the Selma Sun shared it.
Yeah,
Thank you for that.
Yeah, I hope he's going to be there. He'll be there and do a story on it.
We'd love it.
Mm-hmm. Something else I want to remind everybody, and I'm going to put a lot more about this on my Facebook page because it's a video on the Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Series. They have their TV show for the Eufaula, the Alabama Bass Trail South Eufaula Tournament that our local guys, Trey Wade and Bradley Parnell, won $10,000, will air Sunday morning at 7 o'clock on Bally Sports. Now, I can't get Bally Sports on my TV, and I doubt if many of us down here can, but once it has aired at 7 o'clock at 7:30, Kay will put it on the Alabama Bass Trail YouTube channel. So as soon as she puts it on the YouTube channel, I will share it on my page, and we can watch the Eufaula tournament where Bradley Parnell and Trey Wade, local anglers, won it, $10,000. And also, Laura is in the boat with Jason filming it on the live that day. So all the fishing footage and all, some of it, Laura AG was out there filming it, and she really did send me some. Her and Kay both sent me some great pictures of Trey and Bradley when they won the thing, and I was so excited. That's pretty big time winning the Alabama Bass Trail. That will air Sunday morning, and of course I will put it up on my Facebook page just as soon as she did. Also, I got a text from my friend Jim Hardy with Outdoor Friends Forever. Y'all need to go check out his podcast, Rolling with My Special Friends. He interviewed a coach, and people do not really recognize how much of an influence coaches have on the kids, and it's a great podcast. I'll put the link up on my Facebook page. But also, they are doing an October gun giveaway for Outdoor Friends Forever. The tickets where you donate $50 and you get a ticket, a chance to win. They're going to give away one gun every day in October. And I've already got my tickets, and I put a link on my Facebook page how you can get your tickets also. So be sure to do that. And Jim Hardy does a great job of doing that. Y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back right after a word from these loyal sponsors. Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden, a shopping experience you will never forget. Bubba and Joe Allen Dunn at Dunn Sports in Thomasville, Alabama, across from McDonald's, outfitters for the serious sportsman. Community Neighbor Bank with locations in Greenville, Camden, Pine Hill, and Grove Hill, serving rural Alabama since 1906, bringing you the Gettin Outdoors weather since 2007. Brett Lofton at Southern Advertising in Monroeville, Alabama, printing almost everything since 1992. Plaza Golf Cart Sales in Demopolis and Tuscaloosa, your easy go superstore. Town Country United Bank, Camden, Alabama, proud sponsors of the Town Country United Bank Hunting and Fishing Report every week on the Gettin Outdoors podcast. Lawler Timber Company, Camden, Alabama, family-owned independent business offering professional forestry services and home of the Grampian Hills Outdoor Media Center. Harris Farm and Marketplace, Possum Bend, Alabama, Park, Laree, Pip, and Hunter, family-grown, family-owned farm fresh produce. Thanks for supporting the Gettin Outdoors sponsors. Now let's get back to the live show. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Gettin Outdoors live show. I'm sitting here with my special co-host, Miss Jen Tait, and we've been talking about the big kids fishing rodeo coming up for WoodmenLife. Now, it's WoodmenLife. I want to put an S on the woods for some reason, but now y'all do a lot of stuff, Jen. Yeah, I remember last year, y'all got a big old flag. Talk about what y'all do with that big old flag and giving flags is something WoodmenLife does, right?
We do. We like to fire departments, courthouse square, anywhere that we can hang a flag that needs to be replaced. We are proud to do that in our community. We are fortunate enough to have a huge 30 by 60. I believe it is.
It's a big one.
It takes about 35 adults to hold it. But we did last year for senior night at Wilcox Academy. And we kind of surprised all the parents at the last minute with it, but they loved it. And they were the parents were the ones that held the flag on senior night. So we're actually going to do that again. We're going to do, it's October 7th at Wilcox Academy. But then we're going to do a Pee Wee and JV game as well. So that's going to be at the end of September on the 26th. So anyway, we're excited about that. Nothing will give you goosebumps like seeing a big, huge American flag on a football field being waved. So
I guarantee you, y'all do a great job with it too. And it's pretty impressive to see that big old flag.
It is.
Hey, let's do the Community Neighbor Bank Grandma Karen weekend weather forecast for the weekend of September the 16th through September the 18th, 2022. And this is the best one so far this year. Today, it's going to be sunny, high 87, calm winds. Tonight, mostly clear, low 64, northeast winds 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Saturday, sunny, high 89, east winds 5 miles per hour. Saturday night, mostly clear, low 68, east winds 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. Then Sunday, sunny with a high near 89, east winds 5 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear, low 67, northeast winds 5 miles an hour, becoming calm. And then Monday, sunny with a high near 90 degrees, calm winds becoming northeast 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Oh, that was Monday. I shouldn't have went to Monday. But anyway, that is your Community Neighbor Bank weekend Grandma Karen weather forecast. And a lot of you new on here want to know about Grandma Karen. Grandma Karen lives in California, and she has been following and keeping up with me, and one of my biggest fans since we used to follow the Operation Migration whooping crane, when they used to bring the whooping cranes from Wisconsin to Florida with those ultralight airplanes. And Grandma Karen was with that group, and she got to following me, and they've been following me, her and Tommy D and B-Dog, all those guys have their own little chat room over there, and they keep up with me. And so we share our weather every Friday morning. And look at Grandma Karen. She's going to be low 57. You already cooled off lower than us, Grandma Karen. So it's fun to compare it every Friday morning, our South Alabama weather with Grandma Karen's weather. And we got to get a picture of Grandma Karen up there, Jen.
Wasn't it like in the hundreds last Friday?
Yeah, I think so.
It was. I didn't make that up, right?
Yeah. It was hot there. So their weather's cooling off and our weather's cooling off. Old Joshua says it was a mistake, but I gave the weather, Monday's weather, because it's his birthday. Well, happy birthday, Joshua. Good deal. All right, let's see what else I got going on. All right, that's all I got, Jen. Let's go over it one more time.
So 9 o'clock is registration. We're going to start fishing at 9:30, and then aiming for ending around 11:30. And then we're going to have some awards and hot dogs. And
Ed Davis said he's cooking dinner tomorrow. So let's see. What time, Ed, do I need to pull up there with my boat? You can deliver my lunch down to the
11:30.
Yeah,
you should
give
be
me
good.
my lunch. You deliver my lunch for me.
Wait, we'll do it. For you,
Yeah,
we will.
let me tell you something. I'll tell you and Ed and Joy, y'all ain't going to have time to worry about delivering no lunch.
But we will for you.
You're going to have to keep it. You're going to have 50 kids running around. I don't know how you keep up with them two you got. Let alone 50 of them. Good
Well, that's
Lord.
why we're making sure that a parent comes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
don't drop off and run.
No, we got to have a parent for every kid, because I tell you, it's going to be so much fun. I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I appreciate you coming on with me 2 weekends in a row.
I
And
know.
you welcome here any Friday morning if you ain't doing nothing.
Hey,
just
I
wanna
might show up
stop
every
by.
Friday.
Yeah. I
It's
tell
been
you,
fun.
it is. It's a lot of fun. We have a big crowd on here, and everybody enjoys it. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And I guess that's all I got. Anything else you got?
Bring your life jackets and fishing poles, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
And be ready to have some fun. Don't forget to spay and neuter your animals. And remember, whether you're fishing this weekend or hunting, and teal season's open, special teal season's open, dove season's open, squirrel, rabbit season's open. So whether you're fishing, hunting, or just camping, remember to practice safety, safety, safety. Now more than any time, God bless America. Thank you once again, Jen, for sitting in with me. I really did enjoy having you. Everybody have a great weekend. And remember what me and Jen say, get outdoors.
Pap taught me every critter's track and how to set a hair trigger on a trap. He taught me to shoot, scale, and skin and make a snare with a leather strap. He taught me to be a part of the woods and all his woodsy tricks. Said you gotta walk soft on 2 light feet and try not to break no stick. I thank Daddy for my savvy, how to hunt and how to carry anything that I might need to get a piece of skillet meat. How to walk and how to hide, how to crawl and how to slide, how to sneak, stalk, and climb and do